Behind every successful golfer these days, you'll find a good management team. For Retief Goosen, that support team includes Jos Vanstiphout. The Belgian is a mental coach. Most would describe his role as a sports psychologist, but that's a job description he doesn't like.
No, because then it sounds like all of my players got a disease. I call myself a mental coach.
What does a mental coach do?
Well, it's exactly the same as a sport psychologist, but I don't like the word sport psychologist. What I do is to get the best out of each of my boys. That's what I try to do.
He must be doing a good job because his stable of golfers includes some of the world's best, such as Open champion Ernie Els. So is it success or word of mouth that finds him in demand?
Not word of mouth, it's the result. Players, they don't care who you are as long as it works what you do to them and the results they get out of it. And well, combined with success, the money comes automatically, of course. So it's a matter of, yeah, everybody wants to be top player, you know?
Being a part of the player support team means living the life of a professional golfer. That way, when the players need a confidant to talk to or offer advice, he's not far away.
Well, I'm there every week. I travel with them. And we share courtesy cars, we share the same restaurants, most of the time the same hotels as well. So whenever they think they need my words of wisdom, then I'm always around them. So
you must become almost closer than anyone to them. I mean, you must be a friend of all.
Yeah, I think so, yeah, because it's a matter of trust. They all have to trust me because they can tell me anything. If they have a quarrel with a wife or whatever, I know almost everything of them, yeah. It's like best friend, coach, brother, daddy, uncle.
One player Vanstiphout has formed a good working relationship with is New Zealander Michael Campbell. He's had a great run since 1999 with victories in Europe, Asia, Australia and New Zealand. Campbell and Vanstiphout share a mutual respect for each other.
Number one, to me, Michael is one of the nicest guys on the tour. His background, like his family and his dad, it's like, how you say it in English, sacred, like almost holy type.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, now I met all the family. I met his dad, and in particular his dad. And they're so close. And they are different. They are different. Maoris are different, but in the most positive way. And, well, he always will be one of my closest of my players. And for what reason? Because he's nice, man.
Els and Goosen have certainly won their share of tournaments, including majors. They're players at the peak of their game, so how does Vanstiphout get his message across?
That depends on the moment and on the individual. Sometimes you need to give them, it's like a dad and a son relationship. You don't always have to give your son a whip or beat him up. That's not the perfect way to do. Now, it depends on the moment, on the emotions, the way he feels. Because if a player makes a mistake, he doesn't feel too proud, number one. He doesn't feel happy either. So he doesn't need a friend to tell him to feel even more unhappier.
Vanstiphout's players are mainly on the European circuit, and given the amount of work involved, he's not looking for any more to mentor.
This year, for example, I will do about 14 tournaments in the States. And obviously then players from the US come over and start talking to you, but like I said, I cannot take any more players because I believe more in quality than in quantity. And quantity means a lot of money, but I prefer the way it is now. And my stable I'm very happy with my stable, and this is me.